following video is sponsored by Simple Trade. Click the link in the description for a $5 bonus when you deposit and invest $100 or more into your account. What's going on, guys? Jono Bowles here. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going over 4 stocks that I'm buying going into the month of March. As always, if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button for up-to-date content, and let's get into this. So the first stock on my list is Dorado Gold Corp. It is a Canadian company. It's traded on the TSX under ELD.TO, or just ELD if you're trading from the States. Dorado Gold Corp is a Canadian metal producer, primarily focusing in the commodity of gold. So it has assets in Canada, Turkey, Greece, Romania, Brazil, and Serbia. With how well it's globalized, it can be seen as a diversified portfolio of long life and high quality assets. They also focus on low cost yet sustainable production. With recent turn of events, liquidity has been a key for a lot of these companies. Dorado Gold Corp has focused heavily in liquidity in this sense and has also pushed to have assets available for these recent ups and downs in the market. Overall, you can see from the company's fundamentals that it has strong health, safety, and a good environmental track record. This kind of stuff is very important in today's age when everyone's focused on environmental sustainability and the fear of global warming.
So looking at the recent 1-year chart of Dorado, we can definitely see it's been overextended on the recent month. Much of this has come from the Q4 report, as well as the coronavirus fears. During recessions or fears like this, many people push towards gold. We can see it slowly starting to correct back. I would personally wait for the market volatility to lower itself before I would buy in, but looking forward to see how Dorado is done with the company itself and how they're growing and trying to increase their profits. I do see them as a good company overall, as well as gold prices seem to be bullish at the current moment, as well as I'd say the near future in the next 6 to 12 months.
So the next stock I'm looking to load up on is Tesla. Tesla's on the NASDAQ, traded under ticker symbol T. Tesla's always been a favorite of mine. I've definitely bought and sold it dozens upon dozens of times. I overall believe in the company itself. I do believe electric cars will be the way of the future, and with how global warming is going, it is an excellent choice for a stock in my opinion. For those who don't know, Tesla is an electric car manufacturer. It does focus on renewable energy with a lot of secondary companies like Solar City, the Boring Company, and SpaceX. They've had creation of many different cars, including the Model S, the Model 3, the Model X, and the Model Y, as well as the Roadster, Cybertruck, and soon to be, by looks of things, an 18-wheeler potentially. And this company's been heavily hyped up from its owner Elon Musk. Many people know the company solely for the reason that it's owned by Elon Musk. Tesla has had a lot of issues over its lifespan, its main issue being the large amount of debt it's taken on. And recently we've been seeing a closer and closer push to having a profitable company. This is a big reason why the company surged and stock price has extremely accelerated. Tesla is number 1 in the electric car industry, and they've actually recently passed some older car manufacturers like Ford or Toyota when it comes to their market cap.
So looking at the Tesla chart, we can definitely see this was totally blown out of proportions in recent months. Much of this hype has come from their profitable earnings recently, as well as their expansions they're trying to do. Tesla has been seen to be the number 1 in the electric car industry. Other manufacturers have recently quoted saying they have technology about 5 years ahead of their time when producing cars. As well as Tesla, the other companies like Boring Company, SpaceX, and Solar City have been doing very well. Recently, Panasonic and Solar City discontinued their partnership together, so that's one of the reasons the stock price has gone down, as well as the coronavirus. Much of the decline in the recent week has come from China and the coronavirus. Tesla's manufacturers are based in China. As well as this, other people around the world are fearful for global trade and interaction just due to the coronavirus. Quarterly reports and estimations of sales have declined from their original expectations, causing this price decline. Much of this can also be seen just as a market correction. Tesla midsummer was trading about $178, so to see $178 all the way up to about $960. Inflated growth to this level just can't hold. Elevated share prices will decline. Tesla has been the number 1 company in 2019 to short just because of this this inflated growth, so it is understandable why it has had this decline. Expanding their fleet with the Cybertruck as well as the 18-wheeler have been a drastic move for them. The Cybertruck allowed them to get into the truck manufacturer area of the market, a place that electric vehicles had never seen, and the 18-wheeler, if this is done correctly, could be revolutionary for Tesla. You see how far these trucks have to travel, and the fact that we could lower CO2 emissions by using this could have a great impact, and they could be making millions off this transaction if they could partner with large companies. And on top of all of this, I mean, their CEO is Elon Musk. Despite what anyone may think, he is a smart man, and he does have a huge fanboy following. He can pretty much say anything and have a following of people that will do whatever. Some people just buy the company or even just merchandise just for the sole reason of Tesla and the fact that Elon runs it. So I definitely think his street cred has a lot to do with the success of this company and what maintains it through times of heavy debt. Overall, I'd personally wait for about the $500 to $600 range, but once the coronavirus fades, I do see this as an excellent company to buy into and believe in them long term with the environmental sustainability features they've been trying to push.
So the next stock I'm looking on buying is Moderna. Moderna's ticker symbol is MRNA. So Moderna's ticker symbol is mRNA. It's traded on the NASDAQ. So in easiest terms, Moderna Inc. is a Cambridge, Massachusetts biotechnology company. It focuses heavily on drug discovery and drug development. So in easiest terms, why this company has been doing as well as it has been, they have been looking into drug development of a coronavirus cure. Unless you've been living under a rock, you can tell that coronavirus has spread drastically across the world. It's put fear into the markets, fear of many people, and has greatly impacted globalization and the success rates of trade. With this company being in the news daily, it's easy to see that many investors have been keeping an eye on Moderna. Pretty much all of this has come from them shipping an experimental drug trial for a cure for the coronavirus. Now, this still has to be tested heavily and looked through in further detail and would take 12 to 14 months before it was ready for public distribution. But just the hope of this being the cure for this terrible virus has put this on the watch list of thousands of investors. I personally am going to wait a bit until the hype dies down with the experimental trial, but I do see this company having great value in the longer term field of things and may buy later in the month.
Now, looking at Moderna, we've definitely seen spikes in the past. This is a pharmaceutical company that I'd normally avoid. But with them having this recent breakthrough, with them having this recent coronavirus cure, I do see them as an excellent company to pick from. Definitely going to keep my eye out for this one, but I would not buy at the current point. I'm definitely going to wait for all this hype to settle. I would prefer with these kind of companies, I know it's a lot of pump and dump. So personally, I'm going to wait for some confirmed facts or even for the price to lower back down to itself. But if this does play out, this could be a huge move for this company. I could see the stock price double or triple at this rate if they are the first ones to create a cure for this virus.
So the fourth stock I'm looking on buying this March is Emera. Emera's ticker symbol is EMA.TO, and it's traded on the Toronto Stock Exchange. So Emera is a renewable energy company. They possess monopoly power in the areas that they own. They are the owners of many Eastern North American power companies, everywhere from Newfoundland Power, Nova Scotia Power, Tampa Power, Barbados Power, Bahamas Power, and many others along the way. I've been holding this company for quite some time now, but I'm looking to add my position size as I see good growth and opportunity for this company in the near future.
Now, looking at the mirror charts, we can definitely see that they've had some solid growth over the past few years here. They've grown all the way from $18 many years ago up until about high points of 60. Now, Emera's always been a fan favorite of mine. They do focus on renewable energy and have been monopoly power companies, so they have no competition in the areas that they are currently located. Focusing in hydro, solar, and wind has been an excellent call for them with the huge push for environmental sustainability. This has given them a lot of protection and people backing behind their projects. Emera has always had a dividend between about 4.5 to 5.5% yield when you look at it that way. And just looking at their portfolio, it's very well diversified, and they do work on buying out other companies around. So Emera is definitely one I'm going to keep an eye on. I already personally own shares of Emera, but since they've recently been buying up the entire eastern market of utility power companies, it's definitely going to be one that will have a lot of power if they continue this growth. Emera recently has also been trying to lower their debt and increase their equity, so this has been an excellent call for them. And because of this, they've been able to maintain their dividend as well as bring stability to the company's share prices.
And looking to throw a bonus stock in here. So another stock I keep an eye on would be Air Canada. They trade on the Toronto Stock Exchange as AC. Personally, I wouldn't touch them in the near future, but with this huge sell-off they've recently been having, I do see potential for a good buy-in once this coronavirus settles. The reason for this big sell-off has been global travel has been greatly reduced with the fear of coronavirus. Many people in North America won't want to go overseas, and with Italy and Korea, as well as China, all increasing in numbers of this coronavirus, people are scared to travel to these places with such high rates, and no one wants to take the risk. Well, that's it for my stock picks for March. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to throw a comment below on any stocks you're thinking on buying in March. And as always, let's stay sendy.